right, Wayne Allyn Root with the great Bill O'Reilly. And Bill, welcome back. Hope you had a great weekend.
I don't remember it, Wayne. I was a blur.
That's got to be a good sign. I wanted to ask you about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. What is it? AOC. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. And the fact that we had all this great economic news on Friday. I mean, if you go by the news on Friday, if you do, you have to assume the economy is doing fantastic. The Trump economy is chugging along. Great jobs news, great jobs manufacturing news, great wage news. Everything was fabulous, yet she wants to upset it all with a new Green Deal and 70% or higher tax rates. What say you?
Well, in the beginning, I said that I admired the Congresswoman because she outworked the Democratic opponent who had been in that district in the Bronx for, I don't know, I think it was 20 years or something. And, you know, she...
Joe Crowley.
She's a Boston University grad, as I am. And I said, look, you know, you have to admire her work ethic. But she's 29 years old, clearly doesn't know very much, with all due respect, about the world and how economics works. Her truth is not the truth. And she said on 60 Minutes last night, hey, don't worry about me misstating facts. It's the morality of what I'm saying that's important. That facts really don't matter. So Anderson Cooper, who interviewed her, looked like he was hungover from New Year's Eve still, basically allowed her to say whatever she wanted. But the most stunning statement was when Cooper said, well, what do you want, Venezuela here as being a... Oh, no. I want us to be like Sweden, Finland, and the UK. Wayne, do you know what the highest tax rate on the UK is?
I think it's like 52%, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere around there, right?
45%. Not 70, not 60, 45, all right? Now, yes, all the European countries have VAT, value-added tax. You buy anything, they're going to pile it on you. All right, but Miss Cortez doesn't really know anything that you can't have universal college payments, universal health care payments, and still have a capitalistic society. You cannot. All right, so she's willing to break that down, capitalism, and impose Venezuela, Cuba. That's what she wants to do. And yet the press, oh, this is all right, that's okay, when she should be considered kind of dangerous.
Yeah, and I'll give you one more. Greece should always be on your lips with any of those comparisons. Very socialist country, and they've been through the most horrible decade of maybe of any country ever. Awful decade. People dumpster diving. So socialism does not work. Fact. Cuba, socialism does not work. All right. Elizabeth Warren, speaking of socialists, maybe not quite as bad as Ocasio-Cortez, but that's not saying much. She was in Iowa campaigning over the weekend for President of the United States, I shudder to say. She mentioned that she is not a person of color. I'm glad to hear that. What do you say, Bill O'Reilly?
Well, this is just standard issue far left politician Bill. Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, Kamala Harris, Cory Booker, they're all the same. And do they differ from Ocasio-Cortez? Not really. They're going to tell working Americans, poor Americans, what they want to hear. That we, the government, are going to be the nanny state. We're going to make it all okay for you. Guaranteed income for you. Healthcare for you. Education for you. Everything for you. And then I'm thinking about John Kennedy. Ask not what your country can do for you, right? Sorry, JFK. See you later. So this is just a never-ending, far-left mantra. Americans, I don't believe, Wayne, even liberal Americans are buying it. I just don't think they're buying it. I think you're going to see Biden or another moderate, so-called moderate Democrat get the nomination.
I sure hope you're right. All right. Last question is about our foreign policy in Syria. Ambassador John Bolton has been overseas the last few days talking with our allies about our withdrawal or supposed withdrawal from Syria. And I guess at this point he's suggesting a delay so that it's not really a withdrawal, or maybe President Trump thinks it really is an instant withdrawal. I don't know. Is this any good for us? Can people count on us?
The United States is acting as a stabilizer in Iraq, in Syria, and Afghanistan. Our troops are stabilizing those regions to the extent that the bad guys, ISIS, Taliban, other Putin's agents in Syria, can't come in and commit atrocities and attack people. So the United States government has to decide whether the money spent doing this and the lives lost doing it are worth it. To me, I think you got to be careful pulling U.S. troops out of those areas. I think you got to really think about it, the unintended consequences. I don't have the daily intelligence briefings that President Trump has. I know Trump doesn't want U.S. boots on foreign soil. It goes against his political philosophy. So we'll see what happens. I don't think this is a crisis like the border or anything like that.
All right, Bill O'Reilly, that's why I enjoy your views so much. We agree 90% of the time, but even if we disagree, you just admitted that you don't have the same national security briefings as the President of the United States. It takes a lot to admit that. Judges don't admit that. Liberal judges don't have it, but they overrule the president. At least you're an honest guy. I love that.
I try to be honest on BillO'Reilly.com, Wayne. Thanks for having me on.
All right, BillO'Reilly.com, great stuff. And his latest #1 New York Times bestseller, Killing the SS. Wayne Root gives it highest personal endorsement. Love the book. Thanks for all you do, Bill O'Reilly.
You're welcome, Wayne.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more live breaking news coverage, exclusive interviews, and videos from Newsmax TV, click subscribe on our YouTube channel. And don't forget to download the free Newsmax TV app for alerts. Newsmax TV, it's real news for real people.